Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking something that's absolutely shaking up the real estate industry, AI. And more importantly, we're going to see why your human expertise is actually about to become more valuable than ever. The landscape is shifting incredibly fast right now, with instant valuations, automated communication, and hyper-informed buyers. So today, we're cutting through all that noise using the latest data.
Here's our roadmap for today. Section 1, we're looking at buyers going solo with AI. Section 2 is the AI pricing trap. Section 3 covers building AI landing pages. And finally, Section 4 will get into the secrets of AI conversion. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, buyers going solo with AI, the consumer trend threatening traditional commissions. Let's look at the massive challenge that is currently keeping brokers awake at night. A recent survey from Veterans United just dropped some data that's frankly sending shockwaves through the industry. Get this, a staggering 53% of buyers said they'd actually be open to purchasing a home without a human agent. Now, quick caveat here, right? Only about a quarter of them are very comfortable doing so, but still, the majority of the market is at least entertaining the idea of an automated transaction. That is a massive, massive psychological shift. And it goes deeper. 82%. Yup. Fully 82% of Americans are already using AI to grab real estate insights before they ever even think about reaching out to an agent. So by the time they contact you, they aren't starting from square one. They've been querying chatbots about market trends, historical pricing, the whole shebang. They're showing up highly educated and, honestly, incredibly self-assured. So what's the consequence of all this? Well, we're seeing intense downward pressure on traditional commission models, especially those sitting at 5% and higher. Because buyers are armed with all this AI data, they're feeling confident enough to actually challenge individual line items on your fee structure. They're looking at it and asking, hey, why am I paying for this when an AI can just do it for free? But hey, here is exactly where we pivot from threat to opportunity. Moving into Section 2, the AI pricing trap, your ultimate value proposition. Because as it turns out, AI actually has a massive, highly exploitable blind spot. Right now, there is a serious distortion in the market. Buyers and sellers expect AI to deliver perfect automation and these flawless pinpoint valuations. But the reality? AI models are massive people pleasers. I mean, they are basically programmed to give you the exact answer you want. They're just desperate for that digital gold star, you know? So agents are seeing sellers walk in with ChatGPT comps inflated by builder concessions that the AI literally just doesn't understand. It just spits out some hallucinated $3.5 million price tag simply to validate the seller's wildest dreams. This lack of real-world context is so profound that even the tech giants are admitting it. Take Zillow, for example. They're rolling out tools to advise buyers using floor plans and 3D captures, but look at what their own VP of product and AI says. AI guidance needs to be deeply connected to what real estate agents are attempting to do. Even the top engineers admit that, hey, AI can't smell a damp basement, it can't gauge the actual charm of a neighborhood block, and it definitely can't negotiate the super complicated emotions sitting at a closing table. So, that gap? The gap between what buyers think AI can do and what it actually does in reality, that is exactly where skilled agents earn their keep. Your biggest value proposition right now is being the truth teller. When a client brings in one of those hallucinated AI valuations, you don't just dismiss the tech. You sit down and walk them through exactly why the AI comp is wrong using actual localized data. Okay, let's move right along to Section 3, building AI landing pages, weapons of conversion. We've talked about the consumer side of things. Now let's dig into the specific tools you can leverage to actually capture those consumers. We all know setting up digital real estate used to be, well, incredibly painful. But Roomvu recently launched Engage Pages, which turns what used to be a days-long, super expensive developer process into a dead simple 3-step automated workflow. First, you just select your marketing goal and design style. Second, the AI instantly generates the layout, writes the copy, and builds your capture forms. And third, it connects directly to an AI plus human follow-up system. Literally, no coding required. It's that fast. And the impact here is absolutely huge. Just listen to what one RE/MAX agent in Arizona said. I had a page I would have spent thousands on done in minutes. With over 350,000 real estate pros already using the platform, the barrier to creating really high-end, targeted lead gen campaigns is just gone completely. You can spin up a hyper-local, neighborhood-specific page in the time it takes you to drink your morning coffee. But what happens once you actually capture those leads, right? That brings us to Section 4, Secrets of AI Conversion, inside 1 million follow-up calls.
So Sam Merbad, Roomvu's CEO and a former top 1% realtor, dug into the data. He analyzed over 1 million AI follow-up calls, and the difference between low and high performance is pretty stark. Let's look at targeting first. Volume dialing cold leads from 2019? Yeah, that's dead. High performance requires what we call intent dialing, meaning you're calling someone who actually clicked on a listing yesterday. Next up, voice type. Using a generic robotic voice gets you about a 4% booking rate. But if you add subtle human characteristics to that AI voice, it bumps up to 5%. And finally, caller ID. An out-of-state number instantly creates a huge trust gap. You absolutely need a local number. The takeaway, intent and human touches beat broad volume every single time.
Let's drill down into those numbers for a second, because they are real game changers. Adding those subtle human characteristics to an AI caller increases appointment bookings by roughly 20%. Now, at scale, that translates to 1 extra booked appointment for every 100 qualified calls. Think about what that does for your pipeline. The data also revealed that most teams are just quitting way too early. Leads typically require a second call plus a text message from that exact same local number before they really engage with you.
All of this leads us to the ultimate realization. AI follow-up doesn't actually solve a lead problem. It solves a nurturing problem. Let's be honest, most agents have these ghosts sitting in their CRM, leads that never got consistent follow-up, just haunting the database. AI is basically the perfect tool to warm up those ghosts. It handles all the tedious middle touches, the quick texts, the routine check-ins. It does the heavy lifting, sure, but you, the human agent, are the only one who can navigate the complex emotions and actually close the deal. As we wrap up this explainer, looking at our rapidly shifting industry, you really have to answer this critical question for your own business. Will you let AI dictate your value, or will you use it to close the gap? Look, buyers have the data, but you have the context. AI can build the landing page and make the initial calls, but only you sit at that closing table. So embrace the tech for nurturing, but fiercely protect your role as the human truth teller. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now get out there and show them exactly why human expertise matters.